This is my Module 13 reflection over copyright and fair use. I gained a lot of knowledge after looking at the copyright and fair use websites. There was a lot of information out there about this topic that I did not originally know. Originally, when I thought about copyright and fair use, I considered it to be illegally downloading music onto your iPod, or if you illegally downloaded a new movie for free. I know that when you watch a movie, at the beginning of it, there is a message that pops up on the screen that says it's illegal to pirate these movies. And even then, I really didn't think about it a lot. I never did it, but I know several people who did. I think that it's a crime that isn't very thoroughly enforced, so that's why so many people do it. Um, After looking at these websites, I realized that some things that seem so little to us are actually considered copyright. I know that showing a movie to your class can be considered copyright because you're showing it to the public and you do not have permission to do that. Another thing that really caught my attention was that if you take a picture or a graph off the internet and use it in a PowerPoint or something to present to your class, that can be considered copyright. And I thought that was a major deal because almost always when our teachers give us a presentation in class, they're always taking information off the um, internet to share with us, and they really should be asking for permission to use this, and I'm sure that they all don't. Um, Looking back on my school experience in the past, I think all of my teachers at some point or another committed some form of copyright. I know that starting at an early age, I probably watched a movie at least once every week or two in class, and that is considered copyright. And I know that my teachers took a lot of information off the internet to present to us in class. And another big thing I thought about was we would always have slideshows at the end of the year with all our pictures in it. And I know that that the music for those was probably illegally used. And I really don't think it's that big of a deal, just because, not because everyone does it necessarily, because it's not enforced well. So that kind of makes me think that nobody really considers it a big deal, and if they did, they would enforce it better. I think that to solve the problem of copyright, they need to enforce it better, and they need to make their laws better known to the education system. I got a 66% on the quiz. I actually thought that I would do worse just because so many of those things surprised me, and it's hard to believe that some of those things are considered copyright just because so many of the people that we know do it. And that just goes back to thinking that they need to enforce copyright laws better if they don't want people to commit this.